got it home. Now let's see if we can fire it up. We're here with the 1300 Honda, just kind of looking it over. I got the battery charged up, and now I'm going to drain the fuel system. They said it still kind of will run. I haven't tried it yet because the battery was dead when we got it, but that it just wasn't running good. But the fuel in this thing is so old, I could smell it from like 6 feet away when we pulled up. And I told the guy, I said, hey man, this fuel is terrible. And he said, oh, I don't really have a sense of smell, so I couldn't even tell. Got our air cleaner over here. I'm going to take off and I'm going to pull the fuel line over on this side and drain out that gas. Pro tip, don't lay the screws on the floor. Put them in a bucket. I've lost a lot. No fun. Oh man, but that gas stinks. Smell it right out the side of the air cleaner. Gonna go ahead and take this tank off so I can drain the gas out good. So under this big monster tank, we got some wires coming out with some connectors here that should just unplug. So I got the tank off, got our carburetor right here. That gas is nasty. You can see it's kind of turned to gold honey in there. My guess is that it won't run because of that. Right there, that's the fuel inlet. And as you can see, that stuff is just literally jello. So we're gonna have to clean that out for sure. That stuff is nasty. I'm gonna try to get that out instead of blowing it down in there. And I'm sure the gas tank's full of that stuff too, but I could tell because when I actually took the tank off, you can see there on the ground, that's the gas that came out, but you can see that kind of green powdery sludge that also came out with it. So we're gonna need to clean this out good, and then that will definitely help it run. This is gonna be our bad gas container here. What you do with bad gas in your area, that's up to you. I'm not gonna tell you what to do with it. EPA will come looking for me. But I'm not gonna leave it in this bike. I'll guarantee you that. I'll tell you what my grandfather used to do with it, the old race car driver. He lived up in Indiana, and they would actually take it out, and they would, sorry for all of you environmentalists, they would pour it along the fence lines to kill the grass. And then if they had a bunch of weeds out in a yard that they didn't use very often, they would just pour it all over the grass and light it on fire. So that was the old days. That was back in the 40s. We don't do that anymore, so I'll keep it in this can, and then I will dispose of it properly. So I'm just loosening up the boot on the back of it there. Should be able to just pull this carburetor off. All right, got the airbox out of the way. And now we are free, so I can at least pull the base off. And I'm gonna clean the base out. So because I'm just cleaning, I'm gonna work on it right here on the bike. So I'm gonna pull the screws out on the base. In case you're wondering what happens over time when you let them sit, why they don't run. See all that sludge. Remember, this bike only has 7,000 miles on it total. But it's been sitting, it's only got 800 miles in about the last 10 years. So that gas is pretty much just sludged out. It's evaporated out. You can see it here in the carb too. So we're gonna clean that out, blow through some of these passages, put that back together, and then we'll clean out the tank too. And I think once we do all that, I think this thing's gonna run fine. So let's try it out. Let's fire it up. A lot of times you're gonna end up cleaning the needle and seat. So this is carburetor here. And right here, this pin, take this little roll pin out. That's gonna pull, this is the float. That's gonna pull the float off. The needle is actually right above that. You see that silver thing in between the two posts? That's the needle, the seat's up above that, so you're gonna drop that down. That's just sucking in fuel, and the float is regulating how much fuel is actually coming in. Actually, it regulates when the fuel is gonna shut off to the carburetor when that fills up. So when the float is down, it's gonna be bringing more fuel in. When the float is up, it's gonna shut the fuel off. So this is the fuel coming into the carburetor from the tank. So float, needle. These newer ones have a rubber gasket on them, so they're not as bad as the old ones. So we got this all taken apart now. You can kind of see in the bottom here, we're going to go through and blow out all these passages and take the jets out and everything, blow through all them. We got some compressed air here. That's pretty much the best way to get through all this stuff. Some carb cleaner, compressed air. Well, we've been working on this Honda 1300 VTX for a little while now. We picked it up pretty cheap for about half of the value of it because the carburetor was all clogged up and had been sitting for a long time. So I got some video, you just watched it all, of how we cleaned out the carburetor and blew it out with some air and everything, and then we replaced the spark plugs on it. I didn't actually put video in of that because it's pretty basic, just behind. This actually has 4 spark plugs, one behind each one of those covers. The covers pop off with just a couple tabs. Let's see what it does. Well, it's an early morning here at Fired Up Garage. We were working on this late last night, got it all finished up, and actually got a buyer coming today. But we got this one pretty cheap, about half price, and just went through the fuel system, cleaned it out, cleaned out the car, put some new spark plugs in it, and now let's see if it'll fire it up. And that's the best part about firing them up. That first ride, everything runs good. Buyer's coming this morning, so quick turnaround, some easy money on this Honda 1300. If you like what you saw, go ahead and like the video, leave your comments down there below, and you can also subscribe to our channel. Thanks for being here. Keep firing them up.
I have my Bronco shirt on for the special occasion.
There we go, I'm gonna talk about it.
Ready? Please do it. It's in my family. It's in my blood. For 100 years, we've been firing them up.